Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to all you Cavalier players that hit me up today and said, Prof, I know you are all about Cavalier Catalyst data. Please make a video on how bad this offer is. Shout out to Mr. Hin Demera, my entire ISO 8Y fam. So, here's the deal. Cavalier players in the last couple months, starting in about December to January, have had the best Catalyst bundle on days like today. You see in the unit store, not for units in the store, but in the unit store for cash, Cavalier players have been able to gain a full Tier 5 basic Catalyst for $14.99 American plus tax plus whatever the conversion rate is that you live in the country that you're viewing this in. It's interesting because Thronebreaker players for $14.99 have had a small, pathetic amount of Tier 6 basic Catalyst fragments we can purchase, but then the Tier 5 basic you're purchasing with it are 1/3 or 15,000 Tier 5 basic Catalyst fragments for $15. Or, if you do the math, limit 3, it would cost you $45 for a Tier 5 basic, which is truly insane given the context of where we're at in the game, from getting those shards free in daily crystals and monthly calendars to the newest amazing update, especially for Thronebreakers in the Glory store. Well, that brings us to today's offer, where you can see for 1,000 units, which is a decent amount, over $30 worth of units, you get half of a Tier 5 basic. Half. Which means for free-to-play players that are Cavalier players especially, who depend on units, it would cost you 2,000 units to form one Tier 5 basic. To be clear, that's the kind of price gouging we would have expected to see in 2019, maybe 2020, but in 2022. And on top of that, they're saying it's worth $15 worth of gold and one Tier 4 basic, which is an insult. This Cavalier offer is an insult. It is so ugly and so demeaning. But the problem is, the good Cavalier offers are for cash, and the really terrible ones are for units. Now, if you're watching this, and you really want to become Thronebreaker, especially before the spring cleaning event happens in a couple weeks, I have good news for you. If you've got the 1,000 units or the 2,000 units, you can use them on revives to try to clear or at least complete content like Act 7 to get yourself that Tier 5 class Catalyst selector that gives you a really good chance to take a 6-star to rank 3. And obviously, if you're completing Act 7, it's because you've already completed Act 6, which is 1/2, though really for some summoners it feels like it's 90%, of what it takes to become Thronebreaker. And I still believe, for those of you who will become Thronebreaker in the next couple weeks, I still believe Wallet Breaker, or whatever you want to call the next title, is going to be here by the end of 2022. And it's probably going to be exactly what Thronebreaker is, just the progression of that. Thronebreaker, instead of completing Act 6, Wallet Breaker will be to complete Act 7. Instead of taking a 6-star to rank 3, will be to take a 6-star to rank 4. And that last time was the title that was introduced between July 4th and Cyber Weekend. I expect at the latest for that to be the case, around where it was last time, like in October. But it could even be between spring cleaning and July 4th in like May or June. So we'll see if that's an accurate prediction or not, but it's always important to look at history and try to decide when things are going to drop in this game. Of course, spring cleaning was a huge surprise 2 years ago. And then last year, those offers for the gold pool or Deadpool doubloons, the doubloon store, were actually better than anything we'd seen on Cyber Weekend or July 4th, especially if you were Thronebreaker and for the first time in a regular day's offer, you got to basically have a 6-star generic Awakening gem by attacking and choosing the class you wanted. So let's say you really want to do Awaken Nick Fury, you could choose a skill Awakening gem, which before then, the only time you could really do that was by getting a literal generic by 100% exploring the Abyss, and Lord knows how many units it takes to do that. So there you go, YouTube. I just have to say that I am blessed, as always, to have so many of you reach out to me to help me see the offers I need to review in other progression levels. I know I haven't reviewed everything today, but it was definitely time to review this one. It is trash, but it is also here, and I appreciate, again, the feedback. Have a good rest of your day, or night, or morning, whatever time you're clicking on this video. I appreciate that you did. Thanks for watching.